Alright, welcome to another Will Santana film review. Today we are doing the Blu-ray copy of White House Down, which is kind of bad in my opinion because it came right after Olympus Has Fallen. I know it's probably getting tired of the comparison, but
it is what it is.
It is what it is, you know, it's unfortunate. But today I got special guest Montrell from the Word of Mouth Show.
What's going on, world?
You can subscribe to his page right here. I got the link there for you.
Appreciate it.
Make sure y'all check it out. Tell them a little bit about the Word of Mouth, man.
All right, well, Word of Mouth is the show, you know, starring my partner, co-host, Joey Davila. And basically, what we're going to do, man, is we just going to bring y'all a great show where we're going to talk about some entertainment news. Gonna bring y'all movies, let y'all know what's hot, what's not. We might throw in some Netflix here, some Redbox there, because everybody loves that too, man. We just really centralizing about letting people know what movies are worth their money, because, you know, government shutting down, everything shutting down, man. You want to make sure, man, every dollar is put towards good use. So we gonna be your source for that, man. Tune in to us. We co-partner with Will Santana Films, so it's gonna be a good look.
Okay, so what did you think about White House Down, man?
What did I think about White House Down? Well, let me bring the facts before I go, you know, into my personal critique of this film. So it does start with directing by Ronald Emmerich. You've seen his work before. He recently did 2012. He's done Independence Day. So you've seen his work. It does have a pretty star-studded cast, if I may say so myself. It stars Shannon Tatum, Jamie Foxx. Also has Richard Jenkins, funny guy, dad from Step Brothers, who played Dale Doback's dad. We also have Jake's sister, probably his twin, Maggie Gyllenhaal. And also has Quahog's #1 stalker in the Family Guy world, James Woods. But in this film, you see Shannon Tatum. He is a police officer. He's actually, he does security for I think he was a senator. So he does security for a senator, kind of like as a tag-along favor type of thing. But he does want to get into protecting the president. That's his end-game goal. Some interior issues do happen where we have somebody inside the White House that does have plans to fool and take over the White House. So Shannon Tatum just happens to be there, and he's trying to save the president, ultimately save the day. So let's get into the actual critique of the movie. As my boy Santana said, it's no way that you cannot watch this film and not compare it to Olympus Has Fallen. It's the same concept. It just really feels like it was just a distasteful ripoff with just trying to cloud you with more popular actors and actresses. So, you know, I get that. I really wasn't a fan. I mean, Jamie Foxx, he's a great actor. You really see him bring out his inner Obama. Let's just be honest. He also brings the comedic element. Shannon Tatum, we've seen him do some action here and there with G.I. Joe. This is really him coming full force with, you know, guns and the whole combative type of role. So that was cool. I mean, it was alright for what it was. It doesn't compare to what Gerard Butler brought to the stage. But let me just go ahead and break it down as I do with these movies. If I gotta go with the plot, I really have to dumb it down. I have to say a 2. Unfortunately, had this maybe come before Olympus Has Fallen, maybe it would have been good. Maybe it would have been a tad bit more original, but it came right after it. I really can't give it much for the originality. And even outside of the comparison to what Olympus Has Fallen did, it was just mediocre at best. You know, it didn't even try to distinguish itself and try to go another route. So with that, I really got to give it a 2, and still that's just me being modest. If I got to go to the acting, I would say the acting was decent. We had Jamie Foxx. I mean, I believed he could be a president. Shannon Tatum being, you know, an action one-man machine. I don't know. That was a toss. That was a toss, man. I mean, you really can't see. you really can't see him stripping a few months ago, and you really can't see him being a stripper and then go from being this one-man Marine. So that was a little toss-up. But even still, being in fairness, I mean, he brought comedic, and he did a decent job. So if I had to do the acting, I'd give it a 3. Again, I'm being a little nice. That's a little giveaway with that. Rewatch factor. I don't think you would buy this. Honestly, maybe this would be something if nothing else was on TV and this was on HBO when you had HBO. Maybe you would get it. Maybe if it was on demand or Netflix, this would be a good pick. I wouldn't even really recommend it for a Redbox. I mean, this is just something that I'm being honest, man.
Be honest.
Can I be honest?
Keep it real.
This is something you're gonna see. You'll take it for what it was, and it's really not going to hold much clout. I don't think you're really going to think about this movie again. This is not going to be something to make or enhance either of their careers. So, if I got to go with rewatch factor, I got to give this a 1. I just don't really feel that you would not watch this outside of Netflix if you've never seen it, or if you wouldn't watch it on TNT or USA if it was just on. And probably do one of the commercials, you might change it and watch a rerun or something else. That's just my opinion on that. Maybe y'all feel different. I doubt it. And if we had to go to the last genre, the genre out of 5, I would give it a 3. I mean, it is a pretty good action, so I would say it's an average action movie. So if I gotta tally it up, man, we got 3, 2, 1, 2.5. I mean, it's not numbers, man. I don't even want to give you the real rating, but we got 11.5, and on a 5 scale that's right into this movie, man, it's barely getting a 2.5. I'm sorry, because I love Jamie Foxx. I think Channing Tatum is good at what he does. But again, it should have really been before Olympus Has Fallen, and then it would have been a little bit better, but Olympus Has Fallen would have still gotten more respect and been the better movie, man. So.
Yeah, definitely. The movie itself, to me, I can't help but compare it to Olympus Has Fallen.
Yeah.
Because even the takeover of the White House, spoiler alert, the takeover of the White House, Olympus Has Fallen, they came hard.
Right.
Like, the way they came bum rushing, and then this one, they just sneaked it in the movie theater and all that. It was way too cheap.
And I think you could resonate more with Olympus Has Fallen because, not saying I want to start a war. We already got our own government issues going on, but at least we had a clear enemy that historically made sense.
Yeah.
This internal thing just clashed. I didn't buy it.
Another thing that disappointed me about the movie was I felt they were trying so hard to throw in some jokes in this action serious movie.
Yeah.
It came off so cheesy to me.
Yeah,
like the tour guy, who was so White House.
Random. He was random.
No, that's another spoiler alert. Sorry, but overall, though, I would give the movie a 1.5 out of 5.
I guess you didn't want to be nice about it.
I mean, if you've never seen this one or Olympus Has Fallen, avoid this one for the movie itself. For the movie itself, go check out Olympus Has Fallen. I liked Olympus Has Fallen.
Definitely.
The action was coming hard and everything, but this one was a big disappointment. Jamie Foxx fans, you're gonna be okay with his role in it. He did all right, threw in some jokes in there, and it still played the role.
Yeah.
Him wearing the J's was a little
kicking
funny.
dude in the face. Yeah, that was all right.
So you already know what to expect from Jamie. He came with it, but the rest of the movie, just wasn't a
plot is the defining thing. The plot, they're similar, but Olympus Has Fallen was more believable.
Definitely.
This one was just a stretch. It was like, come on, is this really? I think I was a little bit afraid. I'm like, dude, we giving people ideas. Like, y'all need to chill. Like, what I'm saying, ban this movie. Other countries don't need to see it. I was a little worried. I saw this. I slept like a baby that night. It didn't bother me. So,
Okay. So overall, I'm giving it a 1.5. What you giving it?
And I think it got a 2.4 with me, man. So I gave it almost 1 more point higher than you, but
it's not for me. Okay, now for the visual for you Blu-ray owners out there who's considering buying this. The visual is the ABC encode. The movie, I don't know if it was the contrast or the lighting, but the movie came out very dark to me. Like, you couldn't see a lot of the characters' faces on certain scenes. The blemishes weren't shown. When they're outside of the White House and everything, colors are very vibrant, but it still had a dark tint to it. It's something it just really bothered me watching this on 1080p HD, for for you Blu-ray owners. But it's not a bad visual. It looks really good. But the contrast or the lighting was just a major issue for me and everything. The special effects was pretty good. Overall, I would give the visual probably a 3 out of 5. A 3 out of 5. It's not bad. It's just that contrast really gave me such a hard time. What do you think about the visual?
I mean, I would really give the visual just a 3.5, just a little bit more, just because, again, this movie, again, you got a White House siege that's going on. So of course you actually are getting a lot of explosions. You're getting some crashes. You're getting. I think that the visual was best. To me, there were scenes with the choppers.
Oh yeah.
I really like the way that you kind of showed them scaling around. Mm-hmm. I also like there were a few of the combative scenes and also the car chase. Oh, yeah. Those were some scenes that the special effects weren't that apparent there, but I think the visual, just from that and just the way that they work the cameras to kind of work along with that. It kind of popped out in those areas, but unfortunately, I didn't see it consistent. And those, I think we're talking about like the middle part of the movie. So as it prolonged, it kind of declined. I don't know, why that was or whose direction or misdirection have you that it went, but there were those scenes where the visual really complemented what was going on, and it kind of made those parts that much better and made it stand out. I think I remember those parts that much more because of the visual.
Yeah, for the audio now, very impressive. Very impressive. It was 5.1. For you Blu-ray fans out there, 5.1. So if you got that 5.1 surround sound system, it was hitting, man. It was hitting hard. All the explosions, subwoofer was even shaking up the floor a little bit. So the action, dialogue is clear. You don't have to adjust the volume or anything. Right. It was all traveling. So I would definitely give the audio probably a 4.5 out of 5. Regardless of what I think about the movie, we're just sticking to each part right here. Right. The audio, I was very impressed with.
Yeah, I'm gonna co-sign that one. I'd say it's a 4.5. All dialogue was very clear. Nothing was muffled. Everything that stood out, and you would have times where the special effects, when you get the dun, when the things like right when it happened or right when someone jumped around the corner or something along that, you had that individual sound that, kind of just gravitated, and it really didn't, clash with anything else that was going on with any dialogue or, any gasp or anything. So yeah, I would also say that the audio was real well. I could co-sign that 4.5.
Okay. So overall, for you Blu-ray fans out there, White House Down, the movie itself, I would definitely pass. Visuals is decent. The audio is excellent, but I just can't see myself coughing up $20 for it. I just can't because of the movie. If you want to just check it out, I would definitely recommend Redbox. I don't even know if I would spend $1.50 on it though.
I said Netflix.
I don't think I would.
If you get on demand for free, baby, you want on demand it or Netflix it.
Yeah, but it's your choice, y'all. But I definitely recommend that I would pass on it. It's up to you though. I just wouldn't cough up $20. If you want to see a White House action movie, check out Olympus Has Fallen. Pass on this one.
Don't get mad, Jamie. Don't get mad, Shannon. I'm just saying, Olympus was better. Sorry.
All right. So until next time, y'all stay tuned. Make sure y'all check out Montreal at the Word of Mouth Show. If y'all want him back, y'all leave comments. If there's a movie y'all want us to hit together or a movie you want him to hit on his show, hey, leave comments and
definitely.
And make sure y'all subscribe to my page, subscribe to Word of Mouth. Y'all stay tuned. We got more reviews coming for y'all.